everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendra and today I'm going to be doing my May book haul. I did end up purchasing some books in May, so I'm really excited for all the books that I have purchased, and I did do a couple swaps. There's one that I won on Instagram, and then there's my book of the month selections that I picked. So first I want to go through my book of the month selections that I picked. First book that I want to talk about is Big Summer by Jennifer Weiner, and this is about two women. They have not been friends for a while. They've been feuding, and then one day one of them asked to be their maid of honor. So I think this is like about their friendship and like rekindling their friendship, and it's set around a wedding. So this one just sounds like the perfect summer read. The next book that I got from Book of the Month is A Good Marriage by Kimberly McCreet, and this is about a woman. She gets a phone call from an inmate and he is asking for her help because she's a lawyer and he was accused of murdering his wife. So this one just sounds really good and I can't wait to read it. And the last book that I picked from Book of the Month was The Boyfriend Project by Farah Roshan, and this one is about a woman. She was catfished from her boyfriend, and her friends decide that they are going to make a pact that they're not going to be involved with any men or go on any dates for 6 months. But however, at her work she meets a guy. So this one just sounds like it's going to be really cute and I can't wait to read this one. Next I want to go over all the books that I traded for the month. The first one that I traded was Big Lies in a Small Town by Diane Chamberlain, and I'm super excited. I ended up getting this one because I love Diane Chamberlain, and this one is a historical fiction set in dual timelines. The first one is set in 2018, and this woman is in prison. She did not commit the crime, but she's serving a 3-year prison sentence. And then you're also following another woman in 1940. She's an artist, and she has taken on the role of painting this mural for the post office, and apparently there may be a murder involved. So this one just sounds really good and I'm really excited to read this one. And the other book that I traded for the month was The Holdout by Graham Moore, and this is about a 15-year-old girl. She vanishes on her way home from school, and the prime suspect is her teacher. And I believe this is like a legal crime thriller, so I'm definitely excited to read this one. This next one I ended up winning off of Instagram, and her page is Sarah and her bookshelves. I highly recommend checking out her Instagram page. She is so sweet and I love her feed so much. But the book that I ended up winning from her is Liberation by Imogen Keeley, and this is a World War II novel, and it's about a woman. She is a freedom fighter, and she's also one of the most wanted women in the world at that time, and she is like working for the underground resistance. So this one just sounds so good and I'm so excited that I ended up winning this one, and I cannot wait to read it. Next I want to go through all the books that I purchased for the month. This next one I ended up purchasing because I'm in a buddy read with Mama Lee Ellen's Book Nook. I will also link her Instagram page down below, and the book that we will be buddy reading for this month in May is The Library of Legends by Janie Chang. I'm super excited that this is the book that we're buddy reading because I've been wanting to read this one for a while. This one is also set during World War II in 1937 in China, and it's centered around this 19-year-old girl and her classmates. They are ordered to flee the country. So this one just sounds like it's going to be so good, and I'm really excited to buddy read this one. This next one I also ended up purchasing because I'm in a buddy read for this one in June, and this one is Crave by Tracy Wolff. I have seen this one around so much and I've been very, very intrigued by it. It is set like in a boarding school, academy school type of deal, and this girl knows that this place is very different, and I guess there's like vampires and stuff. I don't know. By the cover, it definitely looks like Twilight, so it's definitely giving me Twilight vibes, but I'm really excited to read this one, and I've heard it's really good too, so yeah, I'm really excited to read this one next month. This next book that I got was They Went Left by Monica Hesse, and this is another historical fiction, and this is set in 1945 in Germany. So this is after the war, and it's about this 18-year-old girl. Her and her brother are the only ones that survive the concentration camp, and I believe it's just her story of the aftermath of the war. So this one just sounds so good, and I can't wait to read this one. As you can see that there is a trend. I have another historical fiction. I have just been in the mood for historical fiction and fantasy lately, so those are all the books that I really wanted to pick up. But the next one that I want to talk about is Lovely War by Julie Berry. I've seen this one around so much, and so many people have loved this one, and this one is set during, it's like the span of World War I and II, and also I believe that it has to do with mythology as well. So I'm very, very interested in reading this one, so I'm really excited to get to this one really soon. So this next one I ended up getting because I finished Masterclass last month, absolutely loved it, so I was really craving another dystopian. So I ended up picking up The Gracier by Kim Liggett. I also have heard great things about this book. This is a YA dystopian. This one, it says it's like about these girls. They have the power to lure grown men from their beds and to drive women mad with jealousy. It says that's why they were banished for their 16th year, to release their magic into the wild so they can return purified and ready for marriage. So this one just sounds really good, and like I said, I've heard great things, so I'm really excited to pick this one up. And this next one I ended up getting is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, and I am so excited that I ended up getting this one. I love A Court of Thorns and Roses, so anything that she writes I'm definitely going to buy in the future. So this is a start of an adult fantasy, and this one just says bound by blood, tempted by desire, unleashed by destiny. I don't really care what it's about, I'm going to read it, so I'm so excited that I finally got this, and hopefully I can read this one. Like I said, I'm really craving fantasy, so hopefully I can read this one soon. And the last book that I want to talk about is The Henna Artist by Alika Joshi, and this is the Reese Witherspoon's book pick for this month, and when she announced it I knew I wanted to pick this one up because it sounded so good. This is set in the 1950s, and it's about a woman. She left her husband that was abusive, and she becomes a henna artist. So this one just sounds really amazing, and I cannot wait to read this one. So those are all the books that I got in the month of May. I am super excited to get to all of these. Let me know in the comments if you read any of these books and what you thought about them, and let me know what you purchased in the month of May. And until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!